Hey there, welcome to episode 11 of the Buy Me an Update audio program, micro episode updates available exclusively on buymeacoffee.com. Episode 11 being recorded at about 1:20 p.m. on Monday, February 3rd, 2025. Today is day 14. The show notes available wherever you found this audio program. This is not political, but wow, is there a lot of news and headlines and commentary just 14 days into the new presidential administration, or maybe it's 14 days since the last AI upheaval. It is certainly an exciting time. Don't forget my other coffee website and the links, ko-fi.com, ko-fi.com/Dan Hugo, ko-fi.com/Dan Hugo. Last week, the Let's Innovate for Vegas audio program was about our ethos pillars, inclusivity, diversity, and accessibility, their appearance in our logo symbology, and the hows and whys of our organization in that regard. DEI is all the rage in the headlines, so I thought I might touch on that topic and how we've adopted something. We don't really hire people at all, so it's a different take. We try to do our best. Quaggling Sand was about the two challenges I have had floating in midair somewhere. Ultimately, some part of my decision to become an engineer, which I have covered previously on Quaggling Sand. Why engineering? FFS Talk was about the teams and factions idea, how tribal groupthink can really throw a wrench into any notions of crowd wisdom. That's a kind of a mini-series, Crowd Wisdom. Part 1 was several weeks ago around the beginning of January. Part 2 will try to come up with some sort of a way to proceed after a few interim subtopics. Impresarios was an expansion of a previous episode where I went over all of my Vegas Lax document. I kind of hit the high points some time ago. So I went through each of the items. No, it's not the complete read through. It's a summary. And it's not word for word. It's just kind of a broad, because it's an old document at this point. For Initiative 2025, we'll have to kind of start fresh and come up with the things that we need to do better here. This week, yikes, it only gets more fun. We're only on day 14. Day 14, and I'll be honest, I said day 13 initially, so I had to start over. Avoid getting down in the Avoid getting drawn and down into the minute-by-minute commentary about the chaos factories we have working overtime in DC and everywhere else. People are working on all sorts of things that only make people freak out, and then I got to do a video. Yes, we should have some idea what sorts of damage is being inflicted by our government on our government and so on. No, we cannot be too concerned with the things completely outside of our control. So it's really like watching a horror movie, but where the monster will come out at the end and kill you. The things on my to-do list from last week, some done but not visible, of course. Did you do anything? Yeah, but you just can't see it. So I can't really demonstrate anything at this time, but other things on the to-do list remain on the list for this week, so I'll try to get to those. Hopefully they will be visible and demonstrable. It is actually possible that one of my two challenges is solvable today, as in around now in the current era. If you remember, I mentioned Quaggling Sand. So the reason I became an engineer, I went into sort of a simple detail, and then the two challenges are some specifics. They were not the motivation, but they were certainly things that I was thinking of when I considered and then decided to become an engineer. We might be at a point where one of them is actually solvable with reliability that might be useful and usable. Cost might be low enough. So it's maybe basically the modern era may have caught up to this notion. And it's really a dumb thing that should be solved. So it could be interesting, and we'll see. We'll see how things unfold in the coming weeks and months. But I think it's an interesting time. And that is where I will leave it for today. Don't forget to listen into all the audio programs this week and catch up with last week if you want. And we'll catch you next time. Stay safe out there.